to the surface. There.
What are you doing on the surface, young lady? How shall you survive? Surely you know your line is bound beneath the earth. Your strength is better spent against our foes down there.
Excellent. Onward. Oh, what?
As the ill-fated princess feels her life force fade with every breath of surface air, her sole recourse is to return whence she came.
What? Through all that. Time for a tune-up.
What are you doing on this side? You lose your way? Thought you had business in the underworld, not here. Mayhap I'm just a bit out of the loop is all. You need this stuff or not?
Return to Shadow now.
Just a moment. You traveled to the surface, knowing full well the fates decided long ago that those of your line could not survive there and would always be forced back to the underworld.
The curse was palpable. I never intended to stay for long, just long enough to lend my relatives support. But it seems your sisters insist that I do no such thing.
Well, I don't see them around right now, do you? Incidentally, there was once an incantation that I happened upon, which was not intended for my eyes, but I now choose to think that it was intended for yours. Farewell.
Unraveling a fateful bond. I couldn't breathe.
Princess?
Thank you for visiting me last night, Lord Moros. So, hypothetically, if I were to complete a certain incantation that somehow loosened the grip the three fates have on my birthright, how angry would they be?
Please understand, Princess, that I am not at liberty to give advice on matters such as that, not even hypothetically. I trust I've been sufficiently direct in putting it this way?
In other words, we shouldn't be talking about this at all, and I assume all risk for my actions related to any potentially forbidden incantations that I've learned.
Yes, that covers it.
Back at last. You visited the surface. I can't imagine that played out particularly well. At least you made it back at all.
It was draining. Even at night, something about being under the stars, I didn't know there were so many. It was more than I could take. You were right.
A lesson learned and an experience gained. The fates themselves do not want you up there. What shall you do?
I have an incantation to complete. I don't need to stay forever on the surface. I just need to hold on long enough to make it to Olympus.
Ah, then you seek to improve this aspect of yourself without rejecting it outright. I see how that may work.
It has to. Can I suppress my illness on the surface? One to keep track of. Vengeance for my father. Nemesis on break, I guess.
The Good Witch always figured you would make your way up to the mortal realm. Once you were ready and the situation called for it. Well done.
She warded the pathway there, until such time as I had the means to pass through. But the climate on the surface is another matter.
Your underworld birthright stuff getting in the way? A curse, not just a blessing, it would seem. Well, if your witchery got you this far, surely it can aid with this predicament.
That's the plan.
Get over here, young one, right now. You're brave to venture through that previously warded gateway, but come on! You underworld types aren't cut out for surface life. Unless, perchance, there is an incantation that could help.
I think there is, Commander. Except, it calls for reagents that can only be found up there. But how am I supposed to gather them before the incantation is complete?
Mayhaps just make a run for it, I don't know. So what if you can't stay long? Just grab what you need and get out of there.
It's not ideal, but... I got you something. This is a very special treat, Phrynos. It means you'll be protected when you're with me, and you can protect me in turn. Meet me in the training grounds. Phrynos, you're here. Come along.
It seems we have a new disciple.
Heading up. Headmistress, guide me. I call upon the moon and draw you down.
You are not meant to be here, little star. Your cursed blood shall fight your every step. Yet Nyx herself would understand the struggle that you face. She too once thwarted what the fates foretold. Which suits you? Moon water. You fought beautifully.
I can't...
except this climate's going to be rough. You underworld types and surface air. Must be something we can do about it, right?
This isn't working. It's drawing strength from somewhere nearby. Return to Shadow now. Oh, so that's the surface then. We made it back here safe and sound, didn't we, Phrenos?
Hey, Mel.
Everything all right, Dora? Any new hauntings need evaluation or anything?
I'm fine. It's just... I think I've hit a bit of a slump, is all. Happens, right? I'll get over it.
Good. Moonlight guide us and all.
I'm staying right here.
Lord Moros is away. What is all this?
Looky who! Did you miss me, Trouble? Thought I'd flit on over to your neck of the woods again, since I'm still welcome here and safe and everything. What have you been up to lately?
You know, not much, really, Eris. So, well, what brings you back? For a while there, I thought maybe you really were gone for good this time.
Hate to disappoint, but I just couldn't stay away. Especially not with everything we're in the middle of right now. You have been real busy lately, huh?
Whatever it is you heard, please keep it confidential. Look, I do want you to feel welcome here and safe. It's not just something that we say. May this gift of nectar show my words are true.
Wow, made with real golden apples. Thanks, babe. You're the only one who's made a real effort to bring me into the fold. Say, why don't you take this? It isn't much, but I've been holding on to it in case I found a friend.
Oh, this really isn't necessary, but, thanks. Hail, Strife.
Yes, ma'am.
Where are you, Headmistress?
Up for more?
Welcome to the Crossroads, Shade.
You really went up there. They could have called for somebody with experience, but I guess I don't deserve it as much as I thought.
I'm needed there as part of my task. Though they must miss you on the surface. So much suffering.
Justice doesn't matter anymore. The mortals had it coming. Maybe we all did.
Don't say that.
Nemesis has been in an especially foul mood of late. Anything I should know about?
I was going to ask you the same. She sought my task, but that's nothing new. Though she's been clashing with Headmistress more and more.
Shame it's been this way. Personally, I'd rather have divine retribution with me than against. I reckon you can't just smooth things over with her, can you?
I have my doubts. Come, spirits of the dead. I have a task for you. So mote it be. Stay here. Let's go, Phrenos. Why not?
What news? You have an animal familiar now. Well, your disciples are my disciples, young one. They shall be trained and cared for here while you're away, and they can fight me also if they like.
Yes, sir. The bell. The arms of night.